All right, let's get right into it. Over the next few minutes, I'm going to show you a shift in AI that is so big, it's like going from a pocket calculator to a full-blown supercomputer. And listen, the people who get this right now are about to make one of the biggest career jumps we've seen in a generation. So, if your whole idea of AI is just typing a question into a little chat box and waiting for an answer, then you really need to hear this because you're missing the real revolution. The game has already changed. The technology that businesses are desperately trying to get their hands on, like today, is called Agentic AI. So let's break down what this actually means. We're talking about a huge shift from the old way of doing things to a new way that is just unbelievably powerful. Okay, the best way to think about this is with an analogy. Standard AI, that's like a really smart intern. It's reactive. You tell it, hey, write me an email, and it does a great job. But then it just stops. It sits there, waiting for your next command. It's a tool, but a kind of helpless one. Agentic AI, though, that's like hiring a top-tier project manager. It is proactive. You don't give it a command. You give it a goal. And it figures out all the steps to get there on its own. It's not a tool. It's a digital employee that actually thinks.
So, enough of the theory, right? Let's see what this looks like in the real world. We're going to put one of these new AI employees, which a lot of people are calling business bots, to work.
Imagine this is your job for the day. Your goal? Find 50 potential customers, let's say local plumbers, and get in touch with them. Now, with that old intern AI, this would be a total slog. You'd have to tell it every single thing. Search for plumbers. Then, okay, now filter that list. Then, okay, write a generic email. And after all that back and forth, you're still the one doing the most important part, actually connecting everything and sending the emails. It's slow, it's tedious, and it just doesn't scale. But with Agentic AI, you can just forget all of that. You don't give it a laundry list of tasks. You give it one, a single goal. That's it. And this is where the magic happens. You give it that goal, and your business bot just goes. It searches the web all by itself. It pulls out the lead data and contact info. It checks if the emails are real. It writes personalized copy for every single lead. It connects to your systems, and it sends everything out 24/7. And you know what's really wild? If an email bounces back, it actually thinks, that didn't work. And it goes and finds a new contact. It problem solves while you are literally sleeping. So, why does any of this matter to you? Well, because this isn't just some cool tech toy. This shift has kicked off an absolute gold rush for anyone who knows how to build these autonomous agents for businesses.
Let's just look at the numbers for a second. By 2030, AI is expected to add £400 billion to the UK economy. To put that into perspective, that is bigger than the UK's entire construction industry. We're talking about a foundational pillar of the future economy.
And here's the kicker. This is where you come in. 40% of UK businesses are already saying they can't find people with these skills. The demand is through the roof, but almost nobody knows how to build these business bots yet. And you know what happens when demand is high and supply is low, right? Salaries just explode. We're already seeing AI specialists making 3 times more than people in traditional roles. This isn't just a pay bump. It's a leap into a whole new financial reality. So the big question is, how do you become one of these people? How do you get these skills that are in such high demand? Well, it's not about watching random videos on the internet and hoping for the best. You need a blueprint, a clear path. And let me be absolutely clear about this. You do not need to go back and get a 4-year computer science degree. That is the old way of thinking. The real barrier for most people isn't that they're not smart enough. It's that they just don't have that step-by-step blueprint to follow. Our entire philosophy is built on this one idea. This technology isn't here to replace you. It's here to amplify your talent. We want to teach you how to wield this tool like an absolute pro, turning your ideas into a kind of superpower. And that's precisely why we created the Business Bots UK Academy. This is the blueprint. It's the program designed from the ground up to take you from where you are now to where you need to be in the most direct way possible. Here's how that 8-week transformation works. We start with a solid foundation in weeks 1 and 2. You got to understand marketing, branding, and SEO. Then, weeks 3 and 4, we get into AI-powered content and automation. From there, weeks 5 and 6 are all about building the actual platforms, web design, and video funnels. And finally, in weeks 7 and 8, we pull it all together with the deep tech, the AI, the databases, the large language models that make these agents tick. And when you graduate, you're not just getting a piece of paper. You will be a certified AI specialist who can actually do the work. You'll be able to design entire digital marketing strategies, build automated campaigns from scratch, and deploy the exact AI solutions that businesses are lining up to pay for.
So it really comes down to a choice. You can keep clicking on random tutorials, trying to piece it all together yourself. Or you can follow a proven, structured path that is designed to build you a real, future-proof career.
This is it. The agentic AI revolution is happening right now. The opportunity is absolutely massive, and the path forward is clear. Click the link below, apply for the academy, and start building the future, your future, today.
Business.